Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I just managed to get moisturizer in my eye. Of course, I did that when I first got started. This is just how things go sometimes, right? We get ourselves prepped and ready to go, and we do something silly like absolutely accidentally push moisturizer into our eye because we want to do that. We want to have a fun time, right? Hello, 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 my loves. My name's Carrie here, and we're doing everything with intention. And I'm going to share some stuff that is going on once I get the moisturizer out of my eye. So you have just got this while I'm being crazy. I need to get ready because I have some stuff to do, and I just wanted to chat because we have not chatted in forever, and it's been a couple of weeks, and I have so many updates and so much to share with you that we just need to have some real talk. Okay, are you ready for some real talk? 'Cause I know I am. If you remember last time we talked, I told you about the drama and the absolute hell that was the previous house. I think I am like 99.9% moved into this new place. I am loving the new place, just so you know. The new place is night and day difference. Absolute, complete 180. And then I got sick. I got in here and I got sick, which was just like, really? Are you freaking kidding me that I got sick? And I think it's because the old place didn't have AC. Well, it did have AC, but they had it locked at like 85 degrees. So when I came here, of course, I brought it down to like 74, which is more than reasonable. 74 is a reasonable where is my setting spray? Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? I just cannot find anything. I had my setting spray here a minute ago. Oh, it's on the other side and I just knocked stuff on the floor. So I got sick. I got like a head cold because, I got sick. That was just me. And now I've been doing all this stuff behind the scenes and I've decided to be very intentional with everything. And I'm coming to you very openly, very intentionally, and very transparently. Okay? While I get ready to create some content, because if I showed you my shelf of content items that I've been sent, that I am behind on, you would have a fit. You would totally have a fit, and it would completely just get you like, oh my gosh, like the shelf is in fact, I'll quickly show you. Like this is my I have to get shit done for shelf. I am behind. And if you're catching me live, go ahead and put live in the comments. If you are catching me on the replay, go ahead and say hi to the replay. I would be happy to say hello to you. But I'm behind. I've been sick. I moved. And while I've been sick, and I'm talking, I was a sniffly, sneezy, like congested mess. I decided the best thing to do in my time, the absolute best thing to do in my time, was to turn around and basically plan stuff, basically get together, get my stuff in order and get what I need to do done. So I started setting up systems, I started setting up funnels, I started setting up newsletters, all that stuff that no one talks about. I started to because I was behind the scenes and I could do it. And I got real. Hello, my darling. Hello. I got really real on some of the things that I need to take care of, some of the things I need to focus on, and some of the things that just like get me. Does that make sense? When you have that moment where you're like, there's these certain things that you're just like, okay, does this get me? Is this what I need? Is this how it is? I got really real on that. I got really, if I showed you my office right now, and I'll have to do something where once I finish picking up the mess, and I'm still sniffly because of the getting head's cold sick. I'll have to show you the mess. It is a chaos right now. I got really real. And I wanted to share it with you because I think, and please, somebody correct me in the comments if I am wrong. You can call me out. You can call me and say I'm wrong. You can say, oh my gosh, what the hell are you talking about? There's something wrong with you. Um, we all have those moments where we're like, do we even know what we're doing? Do we even know how we're showing up? Do we even know what we're supposed to do on a daily basis? And then you have those days where you're like, oh crap, I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not working soft enough. I'm not doing enough work. like, please put a hand up. Just give me some, if you're like feeling me in any way, just try not to let me feel alone on this, because I'm telling you right now, I've had some moments this last couple of weeks where I have felt, if I say stressed, I'm lying. If I say that I have felt like I don't know what I'm doing, I'm telling the truth. Because it has been those moments where I'm like, do I know what I'm doing? Do I know where I'm going? Am I capable? Am I enough? Am I strong enough? And I think it's because all the time, and if you've heard this, I mean, I want to tell you, like, from personal experience, that you are enough. You are like this most amazing bundle of energy. And if you choose to do something, you're going to win and succeed. The thing is, what you have to do is you have to make the decision to choose to do it. And you have to be like, that's mine. I can do this. I'm ready to go. And I have been waiting for perfection for so long. And with that waiting for perfection has come some challenges, because I wait for perfection, because I decide I want to make sure I've got it all and I know what I'm doing and I'm ready to go. I don't go. I stop, and I was like, you know, let's get real. Let's get totally honest and vulnerable here. Like, go ahead, you think what you want about me. I don't care at this moment. I'm just going to be honest. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me that I am not doing the things that I need to do? What is wrong with me that I'm not achieving what I have achieved in the past? What is wrong with me that I'm not able to get certain stuff done, even though I know what to do? How many of you there? How many of you been in a situation where you know exactly what you're supposed to do? You know, step by step, this is how you're supposed to achieve something. You've done it before. You've won at it before. You've actually made great strides in before. Excuse me, I'm just going, like I said, I told you, head cold, and it's still like coming out. Where you've just been like, so why aren't I winning now? Why am I screwing up so bad right now? Why am I messing up so much now? Because I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know how to win. I know how to lead. I know how to be successful. And I'm not doing it. I'm not winning. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my phone and I'm scrolling. Like, where's my neurosparkly baddies? Like, we get into the scroll hole so bad that we know there's 1,001 things that we're supposed to be. Hey, beautiful, eating dinner. Yeah, enjoy that dinner, darling. My neurosparkly baddies, we are getting into the scroll hole and we're watching videos and we're giggling at videos and, oh my gosh, that's so true. We're doing all this, and then in the back of our heads we're going, but we're supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be doing this. We're supposed to be doing that. And it doesn't matter how much we try and convince ourselves, we're still doing that. Well, I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to. Same. Girl, I'm doing the same. I'm going to go in with this. Isn't this a pretty purple? And so, as I said, I was here and I spent a couple of days really like thinking through everything. And there's been a couple of things that have never wavered for me, just not wavered for me. But there's a huge but here. Okay. I'm just coming. I don't know. Should I do neutral or should I go glammy? I don't know if I want to go glammy or neutral. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens and have fun with it. I'm just gonna have fun. There's a couple of things that have never wavered. One, that I am at home in my network marketing business. I love my network marketing business, but I haven't been stepping up to lead like I know I can. And by I know I can is I have tools and resources that can take people from zero to hero. I mean, I can help you. I can guide you. I can do all these things. I can create all these things. I can repurpose all the things I've done. I have a team of baddies with me that are multi-million. No, they've been multi-millions in this industry, and they are like laying everything on the line. And I've been sat here going, I know, I can do this. And just being too scared to act. So I'm like, okay, girl, it's time. It is time you got out of your own way. Have you ever said that to yourself? Have you ever looked in the mirror and gone to yourself, I need to get out of my own way? I need to just like be like, I'm done. I can't step in my own way anymore. I can't stop myself anymore because that's what you're doing. Well, that's where I am right now. I had that moment where I'm like, I am stopping myself from success. This nose is going to kill me today. This is going to be the end of me today. I swear. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ugh. So yeah, I've been standing in my own in way. And I literally have. I've been like not letting myself succeed because I didn't think I deserved it, or I didn't think I was capable of it because I got in my own head. And I want to tell you this thing. You anyone watching this right now, if you're looking at something and it's holding you back and it's making you think, I know, oh gosh, I can't do it. I can't. You're in your own head. And you being in your own head is not actually winning. You being in your own head is actually just like basically letting the doubt and the crazy in your mind win. And we're not doing that, babes. We're not doing that anymore. We are not letting that insanity win anymore. We're not letting it go, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm not good enough. No, we're shutting that voice down, because I'll give you some of the voices that have been in my head, and I'm not gonna. And you see, I got makeup all on my nose, so I look like a god black eye. We're gonna clean that up, don't worry. I basically sat there and was like, but I'm a mom. I have 5 kids. One of my kids is medically complex. Um, I'm moving twice in 30 days. Well, it was 24 days. I moved twice in 24 days. I'm dealing with health challenges where I'm under the care of like Andy Anderson. I'm dealing with my own neurosparkliness. And yes, I've decided to call it neurosparkles because I'm not a big fan of neuroglitter, spicy, because someone told me that neurospicy basically means that sex work. And I'm like, "Oh, nope. The other thing I'm still going to know it. Uh, and then I didn't like neurodivergent makes me think like post-apocalyptic, movies like the Divergent series. Okay, yeah. And so it's like, but I'm sparkly and I'm fun and it's like, the neural sparkles came to life. And so neural sparkles it is. But these sparkles, hello, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, we need to step out of ourselves. I get I get you too, Angela. Awesome. So yeah, I've been sat there and I've just been doing everything I can to go ahead and like prove myself right. And this is what you do. I'm going to tell you a little neuroscience right here, because if you didn't know, I am certified in neuro linguistic programming, which is a language that you use inside your brain, which helps you tell yourself whether you're right, whether you're wrong. You're telling yourself this stuff, okay? So here's the thing, you are going to prove yourself right. That is your goal. That is your brain's goal. Your brain's goal is to take the information that's in there and protect it and put it in this squishy little bubble that says, God, you're right. You're right. You weren't supposed to be good at that. You knew it. So don't get upset, because you already knew that you weren't supposed to be good at it. You already knew that that wasn't what it was going to be. You already knew this. So your brain's like, here's your little squishy bubble wrapped bubble to tell you that, you know what, you're right. You weren't supposed to be good. You weren't supposed to succeed. You already knew that. And like I said, this nose running is going to drive me crazy. You're going to get the real me. Bunky nose and everything. So your brain's going to protect that. So what happens if you keep looking at yourself in the mirror every morning going, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. At first, your brain is going to it's going to answer you back. Okay, you're going to look in the mirror and go, I'm going to grab one of my mirrors. I'm going to grab one of my mirrors right now, my Jeffree Star like rainbow mirror, because rainbows and glitter and sparkles, everything. I can do this. So now what your brain's going to go is go, but then you, are you sure? Are you convinced you can do this? Are you sure? That's what your brain's going to do, because your brain's giving yourself plausible deniability. I know, legal jargon. Like I totally threw my makeup brush. Thankfully, I have a lot. If you saw how many makeup brushes I had, you'd say I had a problem. I do have a problem, but I love them. Your brain is basically setting yourself up for plausible deniability. It's basically setting yourself up to say, maybe I can't, maybe I can't, maybe I can. But, and it's not allowing you to have that whole moment of, I can do this, because it does not want to be wrong. So it's putting doubt in your brain. And I want you to think about the last time you tried something that you hadn't tried before. The last time you tried something new. Did you go into it going, yeah, I can do this, I got this? Or did you go into it going, I got this one? I've not done it before, so it might not be great. I've not done it before. I might not completely nail it. And your brain starts trickling this information back into you to let you know it's okay to fail. It's okay to screw, you know, fall down 7, stand up 8. We've heard it's your brain saying, hey, you can fail. You're allowed to fail. Failing's allowed here. Just going to blend a little bit. I'm trying to do like a glam, but not so glam. And that is what I realized. I realized I've been doing this. I realized that I've been sitting here doing this shit to myself. I'm basically doing the whole I can do this, but it's okay if you don't manage it. I can succeed, but it's okay if it takes a little while. I can make things happen, but it's okay if you don't get to it today. How many of you are just going, stop calling me out? It's like, I know if I was listening to this on at this moment, I would be literally saying to the whoever's doing the live, can you just stop calling me out? And I just grabbed a green liquid liner instead of black. Dang it. Okay, let me see what I have here. Maybe I've got a Glitz Gray. I just got a new Glitz Gray in. I love this company. I love the color. So let's try the Glitz Gray. A little bit softer than the black, so it's kind of doing me the middle of the glam, but not quite. See how this looks. It's not liquid, it's a pencil. Mistakes, going to go with it. So we sit there and we allow ourselves that opportunity to not win. We allow ourselves that opportunity to say, maybe we're not supposed to be good at this. Maybe, just maybe. And if you're not careful, you end up letting that voice win. Oh my gosh, thank you, Angela. You're so sweet. You let that voice win. You let that voice win, the one that tells you that you're not supposed to achieve, the one that tells you you're not supposed to win. You let it win. Not because you want it to win. Because I'm telling you right now, none of you want that voice to win. None of you want that voice to win that tells you that you're not supposed to be good enough. You don't. You don't want that voice to win. And if you want that voice to win, then go talk to your therapist, okay? Because that's a whole different story. It's a whole different story if you want that voice to win. We don't want that voice to win. Okay, I like pencil liners for inner, but not really. What companies? Oh my God, I'm with Pharmacy. I absolutely adore Pharmacy. European quality makeup. No ifsies and ickies in there. So yeah, I use Pharmacy. See, I prefer pencils to do like the water lines and stuff and tight lining. But I picked up the wrong liquid, and so I'm going with it. I am going with it today because I am being I'm being a little flexible because sometimes what I would do is like, oh my gosh, I got the wrong one, I got the wrong one. And I'd be so panicked about getting the wrong one that I would be like, oh my gosh, come back for part 2. I don't want to do a part 2. I just don't. I want to just keep going. Okay? I am challenging myself to get out of my own way. And this is what I want you to see. This is, if you can take one thing from this live today, well, a few things. I want you to take a few things, but this is the main one I want you to take. If something is in your way, 9 times out of 10, it's you. 9 times out of 10, it's you that's in your own way. You're the one doing something that is actually sabotaging yourself. You're doing something that stops you because you know what it's okay that you didn't do so well, and you're giving yourself all these different reasons why you can get out and not be part of it. Okay, you do this. We all do it. We all try and give ourselves this leeway that allows us to fail because we want to succeed, but our brain is protecting us for that. What if we don't? Because disappointment, pain, and rejection is really tough on our psyche. Okay, it really messes with us. I'm priming my lashes before I put mascara on because I want my mascara to look extra. And I'm looking old and haggard today, so I definitely need myself to look a little bit more like polished and put together because I am done with looking and feeling like crap. And that has been part of my problem. That has been part of my reason I've been stuck in a funk. And I am never going to be one of those ladies that tell you you have to wear makeup to feel good. Okay. Never. That will never happen in my life. Okay. I will never tell you you have to do something. I will never tell you that, oh my gosh, if you just did this, you'd do so. What I will tell you is to get out of your own way and deal with your own mental health and your own mental awareness. To me, that's a slightly different story. But I'll never tell you you need makeup to be good, you're beautiful, makeup to make yourself look right. I'll never tell you that ever. But for me, hey, darling, hey, for me personally, getting up, and I'm doing this at like almost 5 o'clock, because it's been a day, putting some makeup on, spending a few minutes, just even if I only do my brows and my mascara and a lip gloss, okay? Spending a few minutes to take that time to give myself some self love, to give myself some opportunity to feel like I am me and I am human and I am pulled together and centered and in this place where I feel like I can take on the world. Makeup is one of those tools that give me that. And I'm not saying that this is everyone needs makeup to do that, but for me, it is a tool because one, I love talking to you guys. Oh, taking something. Oh my gosh, I love that you're taking something away from this. And I just totally hit myself with mascara. Put mascara on my chin. Look, you got my blooper. I mascaraed my own chin. You don't wear mascara on your chin because if you have hairs on there and you don't want to highlight them, mascara is a bad thing to put on your chin because you will highlight the hairs. But for me, it's just to tell you the reason why I started with makeup. I never wore makeup as a teenager. The only makeup I ever wore as a teen was stage makeup, and I never put it on myself. And it was always so big and obnoxious and loud. And for stage makeup, I'm talking for like dancing and for gymnastics. Okay. And I never did it myself. I never put it on myself. Hi, Lucius. You coming to check on me? I'm just doing my makeup on the live. No way. Are you mad about something? It's okay. Just let him be. He's okay. He'll settle. Genevieve, just let him be. Lucius has decided to join me. He's mad about something. So he's decided to come join me because he wants me to save him from whatever. It's okay. He can. Um, so about what do you want, sweetheart? Can I have one of your oh, oh, you want one of my protein shakes? Hmm? Oh, you want my shamrock? How about you split it with me? Okay. Okay. How much do you want? Because I want a little. You want a little? Well, you take a little, and I'll have the less. He wanted to split my chocolate milk with me. You can close my door though. So yeah, he came in to ask for chocolate milk. This is called momming. This is called momming at its finest. Okay. Doesn't matter. You tell him and you prepare him and you say, hey, and there's another adult in the house, and it still happens. It still comes out that they need you for something. Where was I? Someone told me self-care is important. So I started makeup because I really did not know how to put it on myself. And one of my kids, they were little. They pointed to a picture in a magazine. Oh, I'm sure that someone else can help you pour it. I don't need to help you. Okay, I trust you. Can you close my door? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Is this on it? Just close my door. Thank you. Oh my gosh, kids. Momming life is real, okay? Just the mom life is real. I'm just going to tell you that straight off the bat. Um, they pointed out in a magazine how someone was wearing a makeup, and they were like, "Oh, mom, you should wear makeup." And I was like, "Well, I don't know how." And I saw a company, and I'm using the eyelid concealer primer as a concealer because it is a really good texture to get a smooth under eye and prevent creasing. So just so you know, having a good primer under your eye can prevent a lot of creasing, which if your eye creases, it makes you look older. And I don't want to look older. I like being wise, but I don't like looking old. And I like the fact that I trick people on how old I am because everyone thinks I'm younger than I am, and I'm okay with that. I am so okay with that. Um, I didn't know what I was doing, so I took a leap and I went and I bought a kit. That kit was just a bunch of samples and it cost me a lot of money. A lot of money. And by the time I finished with that company, I was a top 2% leader. I had a really bad zit on my nose, so I'm using the primer concealer there too, just because I can. And I was doing really well and I was killing it. It was big money, it was full-time money. My husband, I retired him, and everything was happy and wonderful in Happy Land. And then I lost my mom. I lost my mom, and the world decided to go, because I couldn't focus. I couldn't do my own self-care. I couldn't do any of that. And I bounced around. I bounced around for so long looking for places to be at home because I just didn't feel home. I didn't feel like I belonged. I didn't feel any of that. Then I found pharmacy. Okay. I found pharmacy. And don't forget, in that time as well, I also started to get a lot of recognition as a social media strategist with a lot of training. I got to be Harvard certified for disruptive strategy and all this kind of good stuff. I did a lot of stuff. And so I was like, well, I don't really need to be in network marketing anymore. I have my own business. I don't need network marketing. And I became one of those people that started to go, I respected the model. I respected people in it, but I was like, well, no, now I'm running a business. I'm doing this like this way. In the last year, I realized something. And this is a big aha moment for me. I realized that even though I was incredibly, and I am incredibly successful in my social media business, where I coach and teach and all this kind of stuff, I realized I was super helping, like, more because after you take me, it depends on what. Uh, I mean, so I realized, hang on, let me look at this. Definitely self-love, whatever tools, not any of you make me like, motherfucker. Yeah, my kids, they grab me. They're like, what about looking more wrinkles after you take makeup? So the wrinkles, it's when makeup settles into the lines, you need to be using the right type of makeup. And obviously you want to be using stuff with the right ingredients that doesn't age you. And I'm going to tell you the biggest secret to wrinkle prevention and also to help you with wrinkles is water. I'm not kidding. If you are not drinking enough water, your skin will dry and it will also not produce as much collagen. You can also take collagen. I take collagen shots that I get from pharmacy. They actually taste good, and I just refrigerate them and take a shot a day. So I do all this but water is one of the biggest secret ingredients for wrinkles and makeup, because if your skin is hydrated, it doesn't settle in as much, and also you have more laxicity in your skin and it bounces back. So I kind of want to show you, like, you saw how I was looking kind of like, ooh, yeah. Already, it's like I'm already reducing, and I haven't done concealer yet. All I've done is that primer and foundation. So about a year ago, back to where I was, I started to realize that network marketing gave me something else. It didn't just give me, it wasn't just an income, it wasn't just makeup. I really missed the team aspect. I really missed the whole thing about working with people and lifting them up and teaching them and helping them grow and all this kind of stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to find a company that I can do that with. I'm going to find something that I can, make that work. I'm going to find something that I can feel like I'm at home. Yes, I look crazy with the contour. I get it. I'm good with it. I'm going to find somewhere where I feel like home. And I tried a couple. I did. I bounced around a little bit. I bounced around and I just kept going, I'll find the right place. I'll find the right place. Every time nothing felt right. It just felt, I had people like going, oh my gosh, will you sell more? Will you sell more? Do more, do more. Like, okay, we're gonna increase the prices. Like, here, have a basic mascara for $50. I'm like, no, most people can't get a mascara for $50. Like that's not reasonable for people. And then just at the end of last year, I came across it. I came back to this company that I had been with ages before. I mean, I'd been with them so long ago. I mean, I still have the old case for one of the products. The new cases are so sleek and pretty. The pricing was right, the ingredients were right, and the team was perfect. And so I decided to come back. And I went through some changes and some moves and stuff. And I'm there going, I know what I'm doing. I know I'm good at this. I know how to do this. I know what I'm supposed to be teaching people. I know I should be talking to people about, what I'm doing. I know I should be sharing my makeup. I know I should be, I know. How many of you have done this? How many of you have done this in your business, whether it be network marketing now in your business, or I know what I should be doing. I'll even give you one of the tips I gave one of my best friends. And this was a tip for her business, as in her job. Okay. Because everyone is guilty of this. And don't go too light on your concealer around your eyes. You just cause this like highlight feature that makes you look older. So I always go like a shade similar and just like color correct, not color change. So this is not that different. And then I'm going to come here, I'm highlighting and then lifting and boop, boopsie boops. So what my tip I gave to my friend who has a typical, what I would call a traditional job. She reports in, she clocks in, she does all this. And people weren't seeing what she was doing or what she was capable of. She felt like she wasn't showing up. So I told her, or rather, her boss made her feel like she wasn't showing up. So I told her, what I need you to do is every day, every Monday, you're going to open up an email. On Monday morning, you're going to open up an email to yourself. And every item that you achieve or do or complete, you're going to write in a list. You're going to kind of create these little bullet points of everything that you've done and everything that you've achieved. And with these bullet points, then what you're going to do is and now I'm just doing a little brighter. I'm going in with one dot. Not much more than that, just the one dot. And then I'm using a brush to kind of blend it. Don't use too much, because you can see it's like really brightened it up, but it kind of looks crazy. And I'm going to show you with blurring powder. Now I use my blurring powders from Ofra, which I get through Sephora, because it's pink. And I wish we had a pink blurring powder. I so wish we had one, because I would be all over that. I would be so over that, but see, it's pink. We don't recognize the things we do. We don't recognize the wins. We don't recognize the good we're doing, and we don't recognize what we're capable of. And at the end of the year, you come back and, well, I didn't do anything this year. I didn't succeed. Well, I made her start writing a list down, and that list helps her. It helps her be uplifted. It helps her tell her managers what she's actually doing, and it helps her feel far more achieved and successful in her business. See what that pink does automatically. Like, it really brightens it up incredibly. The pink is magical. Everyone underestimates the power of pink. Pink is the best thing. Pink is your best friend, okay? Stop thinking pink's not your best friend, because it is. Okay. Come in with blush. I love this. It's a liquid blush, but it's also got a bit of a highlight in it, so it's super pretty. And I always come up high because that lifts it up. And I've realized that I've been here for a couple of months, and yes, I've hit a whole bunch of targets. Yes, I've done some, and I've done kind of good work. I've done okay. I've done some good leadership. Hello. And it was one of those things, is I was not taking account of my own wins. And that's the thing that you do when you feel like you're at rock bottom and you're not doing great and you're not succeeding. It's because you're not taking account of your own wins. So you need everyone. If you just do this one, if you another one thing, okay? I'm telling you all these one things. By the end of this live, you're going to have like 201 things, because just that's how I roll, I guess. You're going to open up an email to yourself every Monday, and you got a notepad or a journal. And what you're going to do there is you're going to turn around And you're going to say, these are my wins for the week. And every time you have, and it can be a stupid win. I don't care. I don't care if your win is that your win is, you know what, I turned the stove off after I cooked because sometimes I forget. Great, you had a win. I got up without hitting the snooze button 5 times. Great, you had a win. I met a project target. Fantastic, you had a win. Yes, it's like having a growth mindset. And so many people, they're so focused on protecting themselves for everything that can go wrong. I'm getting a comment on YouTube right now from Shell. A lot of people, they're just so busy protecting their mindset from the possibility of rejection and pain. They're so busy giving themselves opportunities that to say, you know what, it's not going to hurt that much because I already prepared myself for it going wrong. I already said it could go bad. I already did that. I already knew. And it doesn't hurt so much because I've already made it possible for me to, mess up. I already set myself up for this. What you have to do is start focusing on what are your wins, and it can be small wins. What are things that you've achieved, and it can be small achievements. I don't care if yesterday you did 1,000 steps and today you did 1,002. That's a win. That's an achievement. Okay? That's you growing. That's you building. Okay? And the more you celebrate each of these small wins, soon you're going to look at, oh my gosh, thank you, Angela. What's going to happen is you're going to realize that when you started this, you were probably achieving, mentioning, I got a win because I did an extra 2 steps. Then it's going to be, I got a win because I ranked up. I got a win because I got a promotion. I got a win because I managed to run a 5K. As you recognize every little win, you're going to slowly recognize even bigger wins, and they're going to add up. Okay? And they're going to add up, but it's got to start right now with these little wins. It's got to start with every little step. It's got to start today, and it's got to start with anything from I turn the light off before going to bed to I managed to get my project done to I managed to hit my accountability. Mention every little thing until the little things become bigger things. And then the bigger things are going to become bigger things. And then they're going to become bigger. And then they're going to become bigger. And this is what I have sat here and realized over the last couple of weeks. And it has been a painful realization. Boy, it has smacked me upside the head like you would not believe. Because what I realized is when I was not tracking wins. I wasn't. I was basically beating myself down or giving myself permission to fail on a daily basis. I was beating myself down and I was telling myself it was okay that I didn't achieve something or I didn't get to something or I didn't make something happen because, I wasn't really going to do well at it anyway. So why bother? And this goes against everything that I have taught myself over the last decade. This goes against every single thing that I have done with myself, that I have been bringing to myself, that I have been charging myself with, is this whole thing where I let myself lose. I let myself not hit. And you have to acknowledge when you're at that point, I'm going to tell you something that's painful and you're not going to like it and you're not going to want to do it. You have to be able to look in the mirror and go, I did this to myself. I did this. It wasn't Susie Joe, who's in the receptionist group. It wasn't my upline. It wasn't my competitor. It wasn't Ranty Rachel or Nosy Norma or Messy Michael. It wasn't any of those. None of them made it bad for you. Did they give you obstacles? Maybe. Did they call you out and stuff? Possibly. Did they make you think about things? Could have. Okay. But you as the human, are in control of one thing. If you can accept that your control over one thing in your life, you will do much better in your life. And that control is on how you react to things. Your control is how you react. You are 100% accountable and responsible for how you react to each thing. And if you can take that and if you can do that and go, you know what? Yeah, I did. Maybe my reaction sucked. Maybe I blew this out of proportion. Maybe I did. Guess what? You're on the way to winning. Because taking that accountability is huge. Okay? Taking that win is huge. Taking that opportunity to grow is huge. Okay? This is how we win. This is how we bring things to where we need to be. This is how we do the stuff we're supposed to do. This is how we take things that have been handed to us and decide to make them better. So, I'm choosing to make things better. I'm choosing to take the camera, and this is why I would say my intentions. The intentions. I had a lot going on. I chose to do the back end. I chose to do things without showing up live because I knew that I could handle that in my sick state. I knew that I needed to get things done. I knew I needed to work on things. But what this did teach me is that, one, I've done it before. I can do it again. Two, I needed to get out of my own way. And three, there's no stopping me when I choose not to be stopped. So what am I going to do with this information? How am I going to take this and work with it? How am I going to take it and run with it? Well, one, no more BS from your girl. It's like I need to take that accountability for things I do and do not do and actually accept them for what I do and do not do. And did I have? Yes, I did. It was just another brush. I had a fat brush. I need to take those moments and choose how I'm going to run with them. I just accidentally tried to fad my blush instead of my highlighter. This is kind of the finished look today. I'm going to set it. So how am I taking this? One, I am running like hell with my network marketing team. And part of that is me choosing to take my own accountability and actions. Yes, I fan my Sainsbury dry because I like it dry quicker because then it doesn't move. This is one of those things. Awesome. Growth comes with baby. Yeah, of course you can. Share away, darling. Share away. I'm choosing to run with it. I am choosing to run with a few things. One, I'm expanding my social media business because I am doing a course. And I'm going to give my entire team the course for free because I love them and I want them to succeed because I'm that way. Just saying. I am expanding my networking business because I am going to grow through this and I am going to kick ass through this because, you know, I've done it before. I can do it again and nothing's going to stop me because I refuse to be stopped. I'm working with an amazing community of people. So if you have a business and you need to get some more eyes in your community, you can send me a message and we can talk about how we can do that with this community I'm working with. Trust me, it's special. It is very special. I'm doing all this because I am tired of not growing. I am tired of not doing everything I want to do. I am tired of not giving my kids everything they ask for. Well, within reason. I don't think I can give them a Tyrannosaurus. That'd be difficult unless it's a toy. I think they want an actual one, which I would not agree with. Okay, I just would not. But I am choosing to be done, and I want you to choose to be done. I want you to choose to look in the mirror today and tell yourself that you can do it and challenge those conversations that come back in your head, because those conversations are going to come back in your head. Those conversations are going to pop back in, telling you something about, well, you know, it's okay if you don't. You know, it's not okay if I don't. No, it's not okay if I don't, give my all. It's not okay if I don't try. It's not okay. Challenge those conversations that tell you no. Do the things that you need to do. Grow how you want to do. And if you're like me, Set some goals, set some standards, and hold yourself to them, because no one can hold you to your standards. You can get accountability this and accountability. I mean, like, I can pay for accountability coaches. But at the end of the day, guess whose accountability matters? Mine. Holding myself to it. So yes, I'm taking this. I'm growing my pharmacy team. I'm going to coach them to amazing levels of success. Done it before, I'll do it again. We're going to kill it. I am working with small businesses. I am coaching them to greatness. I'm going to help them succeed. I'm telling you, I just took on the new social media management client, and oh my God, I am in love with what they have to offer, and I cannot wait for it to all go live, because what they're offering is it. When you get yourself in alignment and you get yourself to this point where you're accountable for your own actions and you're accountable for those conversations that happen in your head, great things will happen. Absolutely. Great things will happen. You will see success. There's only one thing stopping you. And if you want to know what it is, go to the closest mirror and look in it. Everything else that you're saying is stopping you, BS. Absolute, utter BS. So I'm going to go and take care of all these content videos that I've got to do. I told you I do social media. A lot of companies send me stuff to do content videos on. I'm a little bit behind. Can you tell I'm a little bit behind? And it's because I moved. So I'm going to knock out 10 of them tonight and send them over to them. Because you know what? That's what we do. We take accountability and we make it happen. I love you guys. If you want to talk to me about the community, if you want to talk to me about growing a network marketing business, if you want to talk to me about growing your business, just message me. I don't bite. Well, I will if you ask nice enough. But as a general rule, I don't bite. I love you guys.